I'm actually seeing more they are talking about because I saw what you did, and yeah, he really makes sense now, because he really seems from let's say the first artwork, it's a step further into a deeper meaning to what you try to research in, like, with your practice in general, which is really interesting. Yeah, and I want to really talk about your drawing as well, because I think they're really exquisite. They're really good. For example, what really, a couple that really interested me was a Sandial, and it was the yeah. Let's talk about Sandial right now. What was the idea? What was the whole process behind?
Sundial is Sonnenuhr in German. It's a very long drawing where I again drew a dance, but not the choreography of a dance. I did the development or the Entstehung, like the development process of a choreography itself before it's done. So basically, Sunday, it's a 12-meter long drawing of two arms which are doing certain movements. Like most of them are doing like a circular movement, but and the movements are coming from a rehearsal William Forsythe did in the Opera House 12 years ago in Frankfurt for a dance piece called Do. And William Forsythe is a very well-known choreographer from the US, which had a very well-known company in Frankfurt, but also in Dresden, Forsythe Company. And he started very much with a ballet practice, and then in the last 10 years really created his own contemporary dance style. But the dancers are very well educated, and it's a very interesting dance world of him. And I worked together with the former dancer of his, and she showed me one day the rehearsal video of this duo piece, of the first duo piece, which evolved through the last 15 years very much. And in this rehearsal video, William Forsythe is explaining the choreography to the dancers, but at the same time is also creating it. Means this special movement, which Sundial, the name of the drawing is also called the name of the movement.
Oh, okay.
Sundial he repeats it a few times, explaining how it should be done, but is at the same time changing it because he wants it differently done. So it's not only a rehearsal process, but also the creational process. So I then restaged this movement from the video with this dancer, with this Forsythe dancer together, and then drew that basically on several sheets of paper, and like it's one long sheet of paper which is 12 meters long, but I usually layer these papers with Japanese papers. There's 2 layers of Japanese tissue paper, and genau, and then you have this repetition of this circular movement, which is also in the end hung in a circle, in a 3/4 circle.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's I was gonna to ask as well. Why did you decide to exhibit it like that for like the circle move in a circular way? Is that for represent the movement as well?
Sort of, yes. As I said, like movement also always describes space, because it's moving through space, and I wanted to create a space by this movement, which is also like done with the paper, because the paper is moving through the space, and at the same time, because the movement is a circular movement, there's Stelen, there are like metal constructions, which are like thin metal lines, which are
Holding,
then
yeah.
holding the paper.
Mm.
And then you have like these, the same as a sundial, you have these vertical lines, which would in the Sonnenuhr there would just be one, which gives like the shades, but in some sense it kind of resonates well with the sundial idea. And but funny in that sense is also that I did not think about that when I decided the form. I just found it out afterwards, like because like I did not understand that the English title sundial as Sonnenuhr until Liz Waterhouse, who was my collaborational, like this former foresight dancer. She translated it to me after the installation was done. That was a very nice moment, because as I said, sometimes if you're doing some kind of work in the sense of that you don't want to know everything beforehand, even if I research a lot, I don't want to do everything in beforehand. It's a very good if it kind of then all
Ends
comes
up, yeah.
together. Yeah, and that was one of these moments.
Yeah, that's really funny. And thank God it was something that related to the drawing, not something completely different to the drawing.